The No Fate channel, checking in. And on this episode of Dad's Home Gym, I am reviewing a weighted vest that is an absolute engineering marvel. This Northgym weighted vest clearly went through a house of quality design process to ensure that it delivered on all of the key items that you need to have a fantastic experience when using a weighted vest. First and foremost, have you used a weighted vest in your training? Let me know in the comments below if you've used it and which kind of weighted vest you have used. If this is your first time to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. On this Dad's Home Gym series, I simply review a piece of gym equipment to help you decide if it's something that you should add into your fitness regimen, if it is worth your hard-earned money, and most importantly, to make sure that you are using and capitalizing on all of your home gym equipment. Today, from north-gym.com, I have their weighted vest, and I am a huge fan of weighted vests. When people think of weighted vests, they often think of CrossFit, specifically the Hero Wad Murph, and that is probably the one thing that has really popularized weighted vests. But the reality is, not only are they good for CrossFit, but they are excellent for home gyms because they add a different level of versatility and a different level of variety to your standard workouts, whether it's boxing, running, burpees, push-ups, pull-ups, air squats. If you throw on a weighted vest and you do your normal workout, it is a completely different workout. And that's why I love getting my hands on these weighted vests, specifically today from Northgym, because I think they are great additions to your home gym. However, like many things, there's a different level of weighted vests. As we know, there's a ton of variety out there in what you can buy, and not all of them are very good. Now let's go into Northgym because we got a winner today. Here we go. So we're going to go over the outside, and I'm going to try to keep this review linear, but there's so many great things to talk about. I'm going to go over all of the ins and outs with respect to this Northgym weighted vest, and specifically focus on the engineering design that separate it from so many of the other weighted vests that are out there. First and foremost, on the outside, we've got MOLLE webbing, we've got Velcro on the front and the back. It does come with 3 patches and the American flag one, which I love to see. Now, clearly, this is not a cookie cutter weighted vest. If you look closely at some of the other weighted vests that are on the market, you'll see that a lot of them look very similar with just a different name sewn in. This is not the case. This is definitely a specific Northgym weighted vest. They've got their name sewn here on the side. They've got their name sewn in underneath. You can't see it because it's facing my chest underneath. And they've got their name sewn in on the top of the actual shoulder straps. Speaking of shoulder straps, this Northgym weighted vest does something that I haven't seen, and that is it has 2 different positions for adjusting the shoulder strap. What does that mean? That most people, 80% of you, are going to get this out of the box and you're going to put it on. It's going to fit fine. You can just adjust it with the Velcro. You can see that I'm a kind of a skinny person. I got this pulled fairly tight. But if you're a larger person, a larger individual, you will find that there is a second buckle in there that you can use to get this perfectly on your body. I know there's some big, strong men and women out there that are a lot thicker than I am that want to get this to fit right, and they incorporated that for you. Speaking of sizing and speaking of getting a great fit on your weighted vest, because if you don't get a great fit, it's not going to be comfortable and you're not going to want to use it. Northgym included 2 sets of these straps that are going to go around your waist and allow you to get a great fit around your midsection. Now, why do they include 2 sets? One is small, one is large. So, as a reference point, I am able to sneak into the small. I have a 32-inch waist and I'm not that big of a person. I would imagine that most ladies out there are going to go with the 2 small. Big people out there, you bigger individuals, you Clydesdales, nothing wrong with that. We love you. You're super strong. You're going to go with the 2 large that you see here. And then for the rest of you that are in the middle, and that's probably going to be the majority of you, you're going to end up going with 1 large and 1 small. And I will say one of the nice things about strapping this in, super easy to adjust, super easy to put on. While we're still talking about the outside, I want to go over one example of an engineering decision process that shows they have you in mind with delivering a great product, but keeping the price point down. On the outside, they are using a heavy, and I do a super heavy duty nylon with a PVC finish. What does that mean? It means it's going to be slightly water resistant, but the price isn't going to be through the roof. It's a great quality design, super heavy duty, but it's not going to jack that price up to an unreasonable amount. Now, here's the coup d'etat. Here is the thing that is probably the number one thing that is setting it apart from all the other weighted vests out there. Oh, boom, the plates. Okay, so at first glance, you just think this is a regular plate because you're watching this probably on your phone. But I'm going to throw up some B-roll. This is a specifically curved plate. Why is it specifically curved? To better fit your chest. Oftentimes you get flat plates and that creates an issue with regards to having that fit. Now, this is really what stands out on this vest. This thing is slightly curved, just enough on the front and the back so that it's going to provide you with a better fit. And fit is where it's at, because if you don't have a good fit, you're not going to want to use it. And if it doesn't fit good initially, it's only going to get worse as you get sweaty and go through your workout. Now, a few other things that you should know is that most plated vests load from the bottom up. Why is that an issue? It creates a downward force on the stitching, and that tends to be a failure point, right? Because the force is going down, and then the stitching tears over time, and then you have to either get it resewn or just throw it out and buy another one. Not Northgym weighted vests. They have a side slide method. I'll try to throw a video of me putting these plates in. A side slide method where these come in through the side, they fit super tight, super well, and it's going to last a lot longer because you're not going to have an issue with failing stitching. One of the reasons that this is curved and one of the things that separates Northgym plate carrier, weighted vest, whatever you want to call it, apart is the fact that this is going to sit a lot higher on your body. Okay, typical weighted vest sits probably right around here. The way that it fits is that you get it super, super tight and then you work out with it. The problem with that is that the tighter you get it, you get a nice tight fit on your weighted vest. It crushes your airflow, right? It's compacting your lungs, making it harder to breathe. Even though you've got a nice, comfortable, tight fit, makes it very hard to breathe. This bad boy sits high. It sits high. And I'm going to put a link in the description of this video to the actual way you're supposed to put this thing on, but it's going to sit a lot higher than you think it should sit. It's going to sit high up here, and what that helps you do is get a super tight fit, but you don't feel like you can't catch your breath. It's a super tight fit, but you can still breathe with it. And that tight fit is what you want when you're doing burpees, when you're running a mile on this road. You want that tight fit, but of course you still want to be able to breathe. Now, while we're talking about plates, obviously, you saw that the plate said 8.75, right? That's the men's version. In CrossFit, they've got 14 pounds for the women and 20 pounds for the men. That's an 8.75 plate. Why? Because you have to factor in the weight of the vest. Now, in terms of you big brutes out there that you want to go super heavy, how many plates can you fit? I tested it, and they said it on the website. You can fit 2 plates in the front and 2 plates in the back for a total weight of 37.7 pounds if you happen to be that darn strong. This Northgym weighted vest comes in 4 different colors and designs. I'll put them all right up here, but probably the biggest and best thing that Northgym has done is to keep the price reasonable. Oftentimes, with regards to so many of my videos, I talk about whether it's worth your hard-earned money, and weighted vests, for some reason, the price points on these things go through the roof. Not Northgym. They have really made an effort to give you all the bells and whistles that you need in a great fitting, long-lasting weighted vest without jacking up the price. If you go over to their website, which is north-gym.com, or you go to Amazon, I'll put the affiliate link to the Amazon one below, you can get the women's version, which is considered 14 pounds, for $140. You can get this men's version for $160. Now, it's not just the vest. I've seen some weighted vests that just come with the vest for that amount. The 20-pound weighted vest comes with the plates for $160. That is an absolute steal because it's on Amazon. You're going to get free shipping. If for some reason you do want an extra pair of plates, they sell those on Amazon too. I think the women's is 70 and the men's is 80. I'll put a link up here so you guys can just see a photo, and I'll put the Amazon affiliate link in the description of that as well. But obviously, the way I've spoken about it, I have loved this. How have I used it? I've used it with pull-ups. I've used it running on the track, burpees, push-ups. I've used it even for lunges and air squats, and I do plan to be using this for Murph come Memorial Day. I have been a big fan of this because it sits high and tight. It sits nice, but it doesn't take the air out of your lungs. And at that price point of $160 for the men's version, it is an absolute steal, especially compared to what the competition is selling a lot of other weighted vests for. I happen to think the value is there. I happen to think the design on this thing is amazing. They make the right engineering choices so that it'll last and it will deliver on what you need. Again, a big fan. I've been using this thing for over a month, and this thing has kept up, and it has just held up and felt great wearing it and using it. And I can't say much more than that. If you've come this far in the video and have any questions regarding the Northgym weighted vest, drop it in the comments below and I will get them answered as quickly as I can. Do me a favor, it helps out the channel a lot. Make sure you give this video a like, hit that subscribe button, and drop a comment. I know so many of you stop by time and time again to see my videos, and I would love to hear from you. Put it in the comments below. Just say checking in. As usual, thanks for watching, and don't save anything for the trip back.